I'll send you one, my darling. Ebusiafo, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Good night. Sister Jodo, amazing Sister Jodo in the house. I'm so excited. About coming home. I'm here this uncle way because or no pounds on I'm with this uncle because I know she's the only one. To pay any bomb, I'm first work to no one bit me up for my me.
Oh my goodness. And then one man I extra pressure.
Aye, extra, triple pressure pan and me de my way. Sister, now who to say?
Yes, what do you sure me who you found now where?
Adum Kroya. Mom was showing this one, Chiamo. Sister Matilda, I can see you. Good afternoon. That's saying, boss lady.
Yeah.
Aye, yet, phone na. Intino, Sister Jodo, I don't want us to have to repeat ourselves. Intino, MC Ebeko commercial break. Na Omwabe join near fine. Me share so ama me I'll tag you, not just say. Also, share baby, so that people will come and listen to Sasebo. It is absolutely ridiculous. But ya dream Sasebo. Your dancing shoes, yeah, but yeah.
Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Cassava, Abum, our real name, Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate, Punyani, baby, Sika educate, ain't like you page, and I am vibe it. One more than YouTube, ho, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All our man them so send come for inspiration, motivation, Wapomuden education. Wafranada, Wanitia, or don't come or Ekusika deva. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deva. Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Cassava, Abum, our real name, Sika educate, or don't come up, run, yeah, who are true. Sika educate.
And therefore, you guys are all welcome to the platform. Sister Ernestina, Sister Matilda, Yechiechia Munina. Those of you are Makoti Techira, Munina, Yechiechia Munina. Na Sister Jodo, na menina na mua na madam fu bi frɛ me. Edison, ese o asɛm bi wɔ hɔ a wɔ person ki ka ho asɛm na yɛde to dwa so that other people learn lessons out of it. Number one, onim ne ɛwɔ nti yɛnkyerɛ ne ne ɛwɔ. But secondly, no nso so no. Ebia no obi nso wɔ the same tibia bi mu, but asa adeɛ na ɛyɛ abusuasɛm bi nti no, muntimi nka. Adam bisa so na di asɛm ko an nti ayɛ abusuasɛm a me na wɔ ba bɛka kyerɛ me. Wɔ se wɔne ne kunu netie. Na onyinsɛn na wo ni mu no wɔno nko antimi ɛna ɔsoma me yɛde ne nua ba afi akurase ɛba akro kɛseɛ mu bɛka ɔne ne kunu ne ho sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔbɛboa no no asɔ ne mu. Ne nua ba na ni so ɛhye kakra so secondary school ni ade afi no esi wawie SS a ɔtwɛn ne result bi saa no. Onua ba no nso so no wɔn wɔhyehyɛ saa hot pants ne saa nneɛma ne bi de nenam fie hɔ. No sɛ sɛ na saa ade ne nyinaa ne kunu ani wonim.
So
ne yam fine say na me nua ba ketwa de me kunu say me kunu yere ketwa no saa na I mean what will he be doing, what business will he have with my sister? It's the way nanim no ne nua ne tie. Enti 6 months abesin say ne time asoso obekwa adwuma back. Enti during the day no odi baby ne ja ne nua no na okọ na adwuma.
Okay.
That pro and okọ adwuma mu no we hu say ne refi ni phone. And we na dwene se wo be san be fia be fa phone because BBC baby no so anasa emergency bi ba na efre no a ye nya ba bi e be fa na frenti wo be fa ne phone wo ba ya ni kunu ene butu ni nia ba yi so a kire se
wo hu nsamam
nya sem kitwa
ona eba
be sam nanim Sister no abone yare. Obviously, ni aba no wapam no, but Bearman no dane ni nua ketewa yi twempena still sesi am ne wo kase am si esi bearman no kwa akọ ha dan e de ama girl no wo baby bi nti sesi wo mafie na yire kro ne ne nna bi mo ye ya na chese wedu ne sister ketewa ho asem we wo ho no eni ne mi de me nkase bi me pese wo answer sa question ma me.
That sisters adofo ni anuanum michia obia sister nanabna Obetima Emwakaba, Sister Ishankra, Unsi Emwakaba, Sister Ernestina Emwakaba, Sister Matilda Emamunya Makwaba. And some sisters Kawuni my dear, some be saying no, Emobia, Ibin Cedar. So, a BS Bebre, your community society name. But Ebem say, Aya, you move in your feel say, oh, Minya dear. Obey different from obi asasam ne tone no most times I enjoy beyond because on say you movie wo ho no ma ye wa akoma pa ye wa adwen pa ene ye nya ba bi nso si a instance ye beba akofo obi hu no ye pese abusuani ba se ne ye be ya nkoso eba ye busuani no ono nso be nya nkoso but the yes ye hu ni ye ma ye ni da ho ne say enye enuanu nyina abusuafo nyina enafofo nyina anase nipa nyina ena peye mu enti no se ya ade a menwi ahead of time say nipa sumasi ni nua we de onfa bibi sei enimi da na mekun so no enya ade a ode bibi sa be ye wo ye mema ni bia omo pemma omo ye womanizer to see a meme because a woman DNA mu a subai ye money bishia because and ye mema 100% and ye womanizer and ye mema 100% and ye cheaters and ye mema 100% ye abusers and in every situation ubenya some percentage of certain people and memem and a memu enye meme nyina na ye enye me nyina na ye enti bibia yesusu hu ami ensusu wo one side anase see ye hwe no both side to say saya wutin sem bi say ya aya na ahunte because man kasa no naturally no we nurture and we love enti we don't ba aya na ye triple love se oba kasa wo pebe ebi wo ho a obeye jimifo enti nneoma kure nkoyi a na ode ahye ne mu se te se esan se odo a me wo ma be ma ne nti no se me yedin na metena ase na metena ho saa nneoma be ye in due time but se sa asem si na se man tena ase with effective communication kasapa ne kasade na man address asem na asem no mo address enye se animu de enko ana mo kan wo ase ese be ya wo betu root no na free honum na mo mienu nyina manya mo ho nti ase na obia ebia onka se okay se bibi kosi a meyire de onka onye hwe ye wo mema ni bebro mo ka se mepe oba osum nyame anaso wo suro nyame right oba nyame suro woni mu edi enti na ye mema ni kasa because a man bebre na omo sum nyame no omo no to say your friend is saying most of the time no asem si a nyame nti o de beche ne sum bi a wo sum nti no say say osom e de ye heaven no osom emfa ye nko heaven enti se be ma woni be mate anasa oba ate but mostly man na aya mema ni bebre edidi yen na se be ma no mistreat na se nani no aye nine hwe ha se wutimi so na wo assess yourself first of all no look at yourself etien na wo hu anasa so from wo side that ama bema no ato nani ehwe wo nuaba anase ehwe baby fofo ebi wo ho no ma emfiri wo ba yan fa ne se wo pese wo di wonsa etini wo bi so a ansa na abeye saa no hwe wo wakwam na make sure se wo wakwam no bibia da baby ye se da pepepe self care so sometimes aya na ye mu bebre no ye gini pedi too soon ye gini pedi too much esa say onipa bia me ado odo a make say I make mistakes,
of course,
yes, and sometimes decisions be a be making you feel say is the best decision ever and so na ebia eno na di wo ko wo senka yen nyina nipa yeti wonumi if we can foresee the future na anke yemu bebre yen ware if we can foresee the future na yemu bebre nke yen ko relationship mo if we can foresee the future na anke yemu bebre nke yen ho because so many other things because obitimi wo ma akentinka aduna mu na nkura ni nyina ba ya konfo enti na ba ne sa anaso ma ye be ye wudifo so enti no to say esan say bibia ye be ye obi ase no it's a learning process it's due process enti no dia wo force wakoma ebetimi no na wo ye dia wakoma ntimi no memfa ho nkonkohye na asama wo busa mi bema wakofie mu akoji flowers bi a wani hu ye na wani ji hu wa worries are flowers no na flowers na bloom na asa produce amount na wasa wama no wuma wie ye no esan say because about time ye wo a se woni buafo a in fact aya na edin pa so when nya buafo bi na be man so a woni nete no onye obi a woye buafo a chese wo be ye mobo e wo wo wiase ne wa ware a wote ho na so you want na se adwen ho se ni sister ketwa a wo ho no onu no sesei no ye betimi akofa naba no abeboa me enkola ne gigie mu se ne be ya me kwa adwuma sesei no me sister ketwa no kora betimi aya aduane na ebi aka wano no ahwe ye ba na ma me na se be ma mefa ne se wo yire nrese se ne wunu aba address enu kura mpo no wo be ma sister oye noble man no wo bu ne ho so no one respecting him. All morals and principles whatsoever all around from every corner. Obeti mine ne yire akasa wodem. Se o sister keto obai. Dress ya wode ne no fia no. Dressing no me se wo to ne bo ase. Because enye na busu fie no te. Woni wo kun nete. Enu no woka wojire no obehu baby a wode ko ehia akura so obeboso because the mema omudu omuhu and omu react to.
That's right.
So ena sister no so ni sister no ono no oba no owo ni intent.
Correct.
Ye wo nua mu bi ye wo abusuafo bi ene namfofo bi omani brade wodo a omodi mawo no enye odokan eye odo anibre wodo ahu ya
correct
so odo yawo obeba ba ye wo tamfo kese e wo wabrabo mu obeji wanije afri wo hu obeji wani onyam afri wo nsem because no ma wo hu se be ma wakonya no wanya be ma mu aso mu a esa asa ne ho abo ne ho so na wo mu ne ho na won need any type of respect for anybody anasa aniwo ehwe ni mu no de wo wanya na ekoye ma wo no Wompe obiara de se wo de because wo
Nokorɛ.
se wono no onya saa anigye no na wo de saa anigye no wunya bi.
Nokorɛ.
Se woyɛ enua na se wukun wutimi ni wo sister kun ɛda na woyɛ onibrefo.
Nokorɛ.
Woyɛ bɛyifo.
Nokorɛ.
W'ani brade wumbu wo ho. Si ye kan wo ye kurom kasɛm a ɛbɛka sɛ ɛkyɛ sɛ wo de wagyi.
Nokorɛ.
Die nti na ma ne basa. Honam akɔnɔ anaasɛ anibre bɔne. Ye mu bi betimi aka sɛ ye honam akɔnɔ, ba wo bi wɔ hɔ no ma wo honam akɔnɔ enso otimi restricting itself, control some of the impulses. Ba wo bi a ne wo honam akɔnɔ ɛne anibre bɔne no, ɔno ɛna otimi ni n'abusuani ekun ɛkɔda. Esan sɛ de ni nua ne wɔ no, ɛyɛ ne ya. Enti da wɔte sɛ wɔba ne sister hɔ no, wɔka kyerɛ ne Nyankopɔn sɛ even though ɛnya no na Nyankopɔn hwehwɛ sɛ Awurade me da ase. Sɛ atɔ me laa mu, me na menim de mekɔ a mekɔ akɔyɛ. Na sɛ bɛrima wote hɔ no, waware mojafra, we yɛ mojafra o.
Anka.
Sɛ yɛ abusua baako. Na bɛrima mu wote hɔ nom na sɛ wofo anuafoɔ mmienu. Wetimi di wo police aba wuntin akɔhyɛ ha. Bɛrima no onim nyansa. Wɔde ne bɛrima no ne penis na dwenye. Adwen da ne tirim no anya adwuma sɛnea ɛyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma. Ahu wiase a yɛtie. Yɛwɔ bɔne bi a yɛyɛ a even wo srɛ bɔne fakyɛ a saa bɔne no empepa da. You will still have to answer it. Ɛne yɛwɔ bɔne bi nso a wo nua yɛ a wobetimi de akyɛ wo nua no na wo de ayɛ adesua. Ba saa de we sɛ nko a de sɛ wa wo nua na wɔ ne bɛrima a wo ne nada. Wɔde honam aka honam. No nso abɛda hɔ no because ansa na ɔbaa ne bɛrima bɛda no, there are layers. Wobeyi w'ataadeɛ. Woyi w'ataadeɛ wie a ɛmma yɛbɔ brazier, wommɔ brazier, wohyɛ panties. Yɛmma yi bi no, yɛhyɛ leggings wɔ yɛn ntaade ase. Enti no, at least no wobeyi 3 layers of clothes. Yɛnka ne biribi saa. Akatasoɔ mmiɛnsa. Enti saa akatasoɔ mmiɛnsa a ɛyɛ sɛ wuyi first one no biribi anka wadwen sɛ baabi a wokɔ no ɛnyɛ papa. Enti pause. So now can you imagine your sister what she's going through? She's going to be traumatized for the rest of her life. Even if she tells them she has forgiven them now, she will never forget because you know something, every now and then, say, Niniano, ewa, ohu akora ni bi a ebe kai no. Say, me kunye me no, what did the same thing ye, minua. Ma mini betimi abenya or time boni bi ama ninua ne ba no, which is say, be yo no so ba.
Yes, because papa kro na anyi mo mu mienu nyina.
Oda wa edi odo no. Onya saa odo no ema no. And na yes sister Doris say no. It's an abomination. How? How can you do that? Sister Sika, I answer na me share me ku me kotena me sister Penny, de me di n'echi no. Me kotena ne ho no over 8 years. Not one time. And ebia nukun no ehwe me in a way a me feeling uncomfortable. Not one time did I do anything ebema me sister kun no nani agye me ho na say on ebe alawo no no aba manim e kura ne mabe kasa bia enya appropriate. Me ne me sisters ekun ekasa sere esre ye ho. So minim say me sister fie and makwa akotra nti na me dress here. I have to dress appropriately. So
You got it.
me nkwahye capri shorts ne capri pants a me sere ho nyina gu ho no because mema omakonode ene duom ani behu na me sere ma ye kokko sochen a na edie na me pese me create wo me sister aware fie me buy say me ba asumdue mu anasa me buy say me be create confusion edie na beba me tirim me adwati ma me sister kun mekwa akopa me sister kun eni kwase ni pa yedwen saade no ade me ti wono me ho abo me ho so
Ow.
na bebre wa abonten mentimi ankofa bi se de ati me fie aba mabusua mu eno anso na me nso mani bre a me de me ho bema no onim nyansa well chese na adwen no kura da ne tirim no enye adwuma no wayusu wode ne bema no e na adwen ma ne ho ni sisi mu de eno na odwen ho wanwi ankwa akire. How can you do that?
So bad.
Oba ne bema ni nyina, they are both fools and disrespectful to the lowest degree. How can that happen? Now wo ko twimpna, yen twimpna wo fie. Wo ko twimpna wo abonten. Sesei no, wo de abusua entiteye. Empapemu aba abusua baako.
Correct.
Wo fo say wo bema. Se wo yiri kurampo e de yaw abrɛfo eka asɛm bi a na asɛm no enya positive a wo fo say enka because say ye kɔ yaw mu ni ye de yano ka asɛm a yano kasa no it can make us or it can break us. Obi wo hɔ no ma ɔka asɛm a ne intention no enye say ɔka na ɔde abrɛwase ba yaw na de be free ni mu no ebetimi abrɛwase wunya wakatua no saa time na but in due time no at some point no afi na wo behu se wo nneoma free wo ho enneoma bi nkoye eno ne ye ya na ye de akohye ye fie maifo esu na fie kura ba ye ni ho no na wo fie no obi anwi wo ho se ne wo dwen o mo ho no eye abrabo fun bi tantan bi despicable abrabo bi a wo ye decision bi a wo make which was a foolish decision.
No correct.
Ena ama sa akatua no aba wo so. Everything what we do no we get back.
Sister Adrodo, before you go on, Sister Aisha say this man is an animal. Simple. Sister Nanabna say no one can justify this.
That's
Sister
right.
Doris say sometimes it is not you, but the men usually start it. Sister Angelina say the sister should divorce that animal of a husband. Give me a break.
No, correct.
And Sister Doris, keep sharing because this is very educative.
Oh, thank you.
And Sister Aisha also say, and also cut off the devil called sister. It is sad no can say, oh sister, my many sister no na but bear man in the starty and sad no na person what dress for the whole.
Mate, one I can't answer no Sister Doris. Sister Doris, that's sister what the aba. Na me boboko. Ti say no correct. Sa ennyoma we sisi a ebetimi afi either way. Oba no sister no ni nua no ne dressing and what dressing on say ayi bi wo ho no ma ye sha ye feel see ye bo life, right? And so no wo bo life na de ne number ma ni so na wo tu ye hurihuri ehihye mu a ensem bebre ba ye wo ye mema ni bi nso a se ohun se ne sister ketwa ba se wonim se no ono ni sika wo yitu ho ye de ye aduane ma no eno na ebi kana no eno onim ba bia wo free ba ye enti obetimi aka atro say obetimi a blackmail you in some way obi wo ho no obeka say enye ti say wunim say wo sister me na mehwe no enti say me ka kira wo sister say won pam wo ne obepam enti no say won pese me ka kira wo sister say won pam wo no asan akwa na se na wo ho no na ekomutimi dew na wunya aduane ni na da bia ti say efuo mu na yese okonom ni ade no che say ya eya wo ya wo ode bekai wo ade a wo mpese obesan akotom biem no ode bekai wo mami niu wa mama niu a meka kire wo sister nso say you came on to me into ompamo oh yeah ya wo mema ni bia omu wo ways and means a wode beka abibi won so obetimi aka kire ne sister ni nuan say wo sister ewo ye o mama ni biem enti sese no instead se mekwa abonten akofo oba afoforo na abaye yi no mama ni wo sa say on say yenim de ene ye nti ase no ye nyina obi ade no e wo different level so ahun hey sister Hannah Ofoli ni de baby edru de enya kitu
I love her you be castrating number
no enti no ti say emema ni bi nso wo ho no ma obetimi aka chen say mempe wo sister ba wo ba ye no mehu se manya odo bia mawa sesei no me pese wo na me ja wo sister na me ware
imagine
can you imagine that onu so ebi oto wonom no sesei wa ye desperate o peku
Lord
eti wonwi se ebi a me sister kun odwen se wose won pe me sister so ahu no no akrempo no no aye na adwen so obeja no enti no sa manipulation no dishonesty lies nkitinkiti bi a bema no ebekeka no eno no ekofa asemba ena obi wo ho no ma bema bi wo ho no ma sen ne yire kofa ne nua ketwa ba otimi rape ne nua ketwa no the first sexual encounter no best sexual assault her obesha say was sexual assault because ebi wo ho no obe fighting na entoyi no aka chen so aka tro sister meka tro sister say wo na wo ba ye dem se minu na me pam enti no chese na ahye ne so enti no obekoso aforso ne saa bi wo ho odware a maame ni ho odware a no akobie shower curtains no se ni obeya obehu no ya na se odware we no okodam na ansa no obesiesie no se say wo nhye draws wo nhye bibia you are naked ta wo nkwa na si wo enti no obetimi aforce ne self on you so enti afide ko wi akire na wo ka se wo ko report a obetimi aka asamato so say wo ko report a wo no wo ba wo ni pepe wo ni nkrata ya invite wo keke enti wo ko report a omo be san bo wako enti de be show ho enti be wi akire no so wanya afa wa wi to obeka tro so the first time no se ne ko ye na enye sa na ye se ko but say menye dia mami ni nkakra menyem wo so menyem wo because minim say me no sister na wo honom e na wo sister nso wo nhu da okwa adwuma nom ni ade a na chese ya ye ne ye say ye enti no sometimes no say sister no ti say onye mature na ti say onye she doesn't have emotional intelligence such as when you be obetimi adwen akwa akire say ade a ye no eye bone because enuafo ni bi wo ho no ma ya na wanyi so na adwen no eda fom enu nso betimi ama no ede ne ho ama na akofa nsem bebre ena enuafo ni bi nso wo ho no ma omo ye vindictive to say wo ba ye no they have their own agenda enti no onu de wonim say me ne obi oho otimi kansi ne bo say me de me sister kun bepe me a mepe no sa na yesi me jeja me ho na ope me sister anka ye de no bebie na no ka chem say ope me oh yes some of them don't care enti sometimes I try to figure out omu free ma me ba ko de because say anuafo omu free ma me ba ko a say mo do mo ho I say most times, like be a hon was so say move free papa, say papa the mabushi and papa for but it's all the same all around, right? But to say or dry your woman ye hono, ye move you or honoma yendo ye hon. We don't value ourselves because it's a sister ni sister or value ni self and ko massa no in sida. Anka the first initiative no. Anka wa money sister amane kura anka yese oma ne maame ete ne ekoso na ne maame emma no wisdom ni bi kakra. This time you need to come and join us because asem we say the sister sister
And just all back can be. As some no so mammy send the link in the man. Wait. Hi.
they say the men money bi wo ho no ma omo de omo blackmail omo sister no ma and also omo threat omo sister mo ma and the men money bi wo ho no so they are very charming omo die omo sister ma especially say oba no na dream no a so na dream no a obetimi aka nsem a ope obetimi aka tense oh say wo pese wo pese wo share your friend is sending designer clothes our sister want me ntoma me na meto ama e bi so ono nso no social media say no ono nso pese ono nso twitwa pictures to ni social media no look or fitting in the society. And anything she would do, no, sister ne kun so was sika obetimi provide their man. And as long as the money is coming on say you mu bi you hu sika and I say you hu nneoma bi ekoye na eno de ye mpusupusu yeti esanse ye mpe adwumadenden na obi nso wo ho no ma imani bi wo ho no ma de omudwen se na same sister kra wawale no enye wono no no aduane ma ne kun mi no ne kun no me maduane no wodi enti technically no me na me hwe ne kun ne ma no na me hwe ne ba ne ma no enti no se me ne be ma ne da na ayeden.
Hey.
Angela Ban said, also then to sleep with a sister's husband is a no.
Period.
No, it's acceptable.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
Sister Kunu de on it to say sister.
But Sanya Yamu Beijing. To tell you the truth, the way some of us think, you chromu ma bebre and nisa nimdieno. So because my sister Kun no, I was never attracted to him. Mrs. Kun who chapa, but I never thought of to that level because Mrs. Penny Kun no. And why would I even think about say okay, Mrs. Kun, Mrs. Kun and say I mean a sickness, madness, for you to even have that mentality or act on it. Because ansana a call to that level no ansana oba ne be ma be yi omulayers no madano e be sha ase free baby for floor flirting with one another. So entino enye se oba ya no sha ase ne sister Kun die. There was some type of interaction in between. And the drew baby no, a bit me abasa oba no, sister no, ebe like na be man so no, he liked the attention that was given to him. But he said, yeah, men money be they are not mature enough for them to be able to restrain themselves. They don't even have self-control. Because I know the tokrobia or the ninty never back or shehono. Nti emfa ne ho say anuanum mienu na wonu omada. I mean, how can you do that? That is nasty. Really nasty. Did you I mean, I just don't know how minim kwanya nipa no mu bi no omudwen. So ahunti I mean, how can you or how can they both allow such despicable thing to happen? So they did not even put Bema na anwe ne yire ho na ne nua ne nso anwe ne sister ne ho, the emotional effect, the psychological effect that their action is going to cause ne sister no ananse ne yire no emfa ne ho. Well, a selfish individual and sister no so ne nua ba no so ye selfish.
Na sister Adro Doi, who can same be say mammy no the wife no the sister no she share skimpy clothing be nebia a mema because they are attracted to ni omuhunu ninti and also to me Emma ne homo sorry na e masa ade ne eba. I get what you're saying for that from that perspective.
Yeah.
But I also beg to differ to say enipa any sebio aponchi any udwain difference way in them.
No, correct.
The difference between a human being and a sheep, for example, is that we use this.
No, correct.
And they don't. And you know, Samema question me hot pants. And me you show your stomach and I'm in the That's why worry me nearby penny. And you are in a committed, loving relationship. When you know they hear me hot pants and me flat stomach and show your stomach and what they hear. I mean, I understand what you're saying. But Obin Subeti at the adjourney said that excuses what is going on.
One who sister Ska on say some meeting near walk can I say so because it say this is ne buy, you know. And you say be a baby or tintinu, she has to limit a new mayor so she. Because Mrs. Time I met Mrs. Kuano, me no na me working out every other day. I was really fit. And I mean then so na me sheno. Na it shows my figure. But it's a long skirt there. And there me color brim to me, mabawa brim to now no long skirts. I love long skirt because it falls on your body.
Yes, and you have the body for it too.
Exactly. You know, and also long dresses. Not to say, Jama me worry me kuyana. My shas me if you had my top like mini shorts. And no, I just want to seduce him. Me my dream, no, because then me talk. I know a church is to seduce my husband. That's the whole idea. But besides, I mean, shan kwabonting. So, it miss me one sister honum no. Man shan your ma a dimistre mubetre. And I said, Dima wear mubetre because it's inappropriate, it's unacceptable. Because I am a bushy and fear na me sister any nikunchen.
Okay, so we share you are share sauce and sister I see a drama and co and to the mystery.
I said, Jaman, one will be our now. You're boring. You are so boring. So to me, boy, Jaman, not bear man to one of man now on where we send me the one of me a Jaman. Sir. No. And you know to say I like wearing, you know, a mini shorts, but to say shorts and casano itself, no, I don't like shorts because on say the material no me I me to a mema a clothing a brief, no, the yeti pan and yet a cotton one, no. Me twa nye ma wona ye you know the ISN to mana wo sha na akeka hye na abaye se yi panties no aha nti no wo hu a wo hu nuoma ne yi se ne be ye to ne ho no wo koto a na to ne ho ba bia bete ho enu no bi na meto aha se ne be ya meku mebrimbrim nani so sa me se no fie no kwa abonte ana sa image ni wo ni tirim nti obesa akwa adwuma sa aba. Those are the things that they say no may decided to wear. My worry fee. mostly. Your money, we did why the befa. But
Sister Jordan, in Chawano, Sassam way some can me rebefi. Sister Aisha comment your the other way. I can't me a simbi. Once I may map a Facebook space be dear gone chair be but me co group be mo group needing. Me co group ni mono so me who are dear sister E can be dear see near can about bogus no mo worry ma job musigana na o makotena ma no ni bi no. Enfie bebre bi a wo oba no wonti wukunu nka right we yire wo Ghana wo na wukunu abaye ho ade de waja wasi nkran na bia wakɔhye Spain wakɔhye Italy baby na sister ne nyemye na wo babe ma pani be se 18 ni ade sister ne sie wo ho a na ne ho ye no tokunko ne ho ye no de ni kunu nso be se 10 years ni wo maaye nti no so wo de besi abontene na obi behu se wo twempena wani kunu nachi anase wakofa boy ne de oye ni fie odi ono ane ba no I was sick. I was sick. So same way sister Aisha comment your yes is what has brought my mind to sadie no ma me ne say odi ono ane ba no because ne papa tu kwan kola ne papa tu kwan be say 15 years ni wo ma one person obekwa akotwem plan so abontene na obi abehu abona hya wontie ne keep it within the ba e wo fie.
Sister, and I'll say abomination. I mean, it is when you think about things like that, that is madness. Sa mame no, say evaluating psychologically. You know, she needs psychological evaluation. Near making sure that she's at her right mind, because how can you traumatize your own child because adia mama na ye say wo be turning nebano into so many things right nebano onyi na so worry a the relationship no he's going to struggle with a lot of things emotionally, psychologically, or he himself can become an abuser. All right. No so ebetimi a molested obiba anaso no aneba one ne yire wo a maame ni fie no ono nso be the same thing because sa na ne maame ye no enti abenye normal mano it's normal but that's an abomination, right? And madness. So why should you put your own child in that aspect? Yemu bi wo ho no ma I mean huna makono timi manipa eye enwoma bi a sometimes no dwen ho a won ti ase because sometimes meet na ho no me tinwoma bi wo social media na say obi frɛ me ka ase mi che ma me say nenti nipa yemu bi no ye nipa ampa because sani e wo kan earlier aponchi ni odwan omo ye two different right omo compared to nipa ye wadwen a ye de ye adwuma ba sister ye mu bebre nipa bebre wo hono ma omo adwen no eda omutirimu ko it's not active, it's not working. Say ye adwuma eye den na ye mu bi etimi edi omutumi ema wo bi fufuro na sa nipa kro na aka akere ne se na wo ye de kwa religion mu a osofu bi aka akere se wo maame ye beifo na maame wonyem no wankun wo na wo ye vulnerable no wankun tama na ehia na wokosua eja eni banche ni die ni ho no mo de enam awia so edi hwe wo a wo wi a ye nante ye otiti ni mora no ema wo ko school no ni nyina no anya yi
bi otamo aye bode answer we ye panimu no
se na wanya ba bi asi no ena obekum right etinu sika wanya se ese wo hwe o maame no wo de se sika no hwe nipa hu a wono wa mre won ho so ho wa mre won ho wa hwe ba se no wo de sika koma no na de hwe ne ho de hwe wono ne maame na wo nyansa ne wo jimi e wo ho no wo wayi wo maame ama na wo hwe wo bi ene ne maame wo sofo ene ne maame nenti no sa ya wo tena asedwen ho a Who are doing what? Who won him there? So, and sometimes na ya me tin sem bi a metimi ya me say wow. Ni papa de ebi mutimi ya nneoma bi a I just can't understand it. Edi entina yentimi impulse for second. First of all, sister, any sister, edi pa na ne sister kun eye ya ama no etimi ama ne ho kwan. No ne sister kun aye bibi. So what brought that up? And sometimes to say I think say and you maybe wo ho no ma obi wo ho a wo ya obi wo ho no ma e beka say nimdi a woni some behavior na mfa nimdi a nipa ne wo ani nimdi a nipa ne ni obi wo ho no ma wo ye nneoma bi through intent wonim de wo ye pa wonim sa de o ye na nye enso wo be ye sickness Sister Mary thank you bo si akon Nani dane who onim de wo ye anya onim sa ade a wo ye no is going to create confusion and division but emfa ne ho emfa ne ho esa say enya onu na enya onu na obi de ye no onu na odi ye obi wonim say Ghanaians ani nipa bi a omwo adwenbone ani adwen tantan adwen a etimi ma ni nua na ase na busuani bi elusu ne mind oye depressed no ni ade no ye just ye ya ade a se enye na nipa ne de ye ya ono de be ye esa say enye ono no they have to go through the pain and obi mfa bi nya ne danti no nim se ne etie obi timi de nsesi ne bo o medie minye o me wu ya me ye wu shege se wunim misuban a me kire wu misuban wo ka asama wo ka no fo se wo ka e di enya fence na se so obi na wo ka kira mansan se wuni suban no enti e ya ofe se wuni suban you are proud of yourself se wuni suban character matters. Personality. Ye mu bebre, ye come relationships our real but we don't focus on the personality or the characteristic of the person. Ebi mu hwehwe intin kase, intin tintin, intin de waso. Be ma ne nsem wo sika, onu de onko no onkobre na wo nya bio. Openye abin wa ha no, eno no ope. They say I see the be impebim. Omo has to the be mono. No make that decision for themselves. So to say the be no and we am juma because who can't be the be an say sa the be no back of boa will be near do baby I can't or so on your level beam. Jimmy and anyone move him. And if Biaba dear what Tim was no one make his decision no. To do that. So, and I mean, mishap, it happened. But, so when you be kwa da, say you sister kun, would cousin be a busiani be kun, and I say, Adam for be kun, Adam for the see abontin so, but to say, why? I don't know. What limit yourself into a circle and I say a bondage, you can't go beyond that. You stay in your safe zone. Why can't you go outside that? Why are you say baby I'll be you have to hurt somebody? Why? I think most people need psychiatric attention. It's a serious topic. Good job, ladies. Thank you. I totally agree with you. A lot of people do need that evaluation because once you man kasano, I mean psychology. One dream say okay, psychology becoming a psychiatrist, a psychologist. No, nurses, doctors. Ebia engineer nom ne ade no and the wo no but say psychologist who's a psychologist me nkwa tena ho no na me nkwa ka me problems intre ni passionate ye dey no betimi ama but say sometimes you need to talk to someone.
That's true.
Help yourself.
Yes.
Some of the problems now we cannot solve it on our own without talking to someone.
No, correct.
If it's a traumatic event.
No, correct.
Say obey here counseling. Obi can say, oh, I'm okay, I don't need it. But she will need some counseling to overcome what transpired. Obi she's emotionally strong. Me self-regulating itself and make sure say Obi hard in the heart. And ya do obe because they say trust will be a big issue for her. Until yes, I know Kowari or San Kowari Bima and I saw new before from Honoma. At BB Sensi Crampona, she will start accusing the person of doing it.
No, correct. No, correct.
The relationship and answer na worry. I mean, sometimes, people act in a certain way. It's said they past bad experiences. Some people cannot let go of their past bad experiences because it's too overwhelmed.
Yes.
It's too difficult for them to let it go. It's too hard for them to learn to trust anyone. Even when the person is a trustworthy person, they're going to struggle with it, which is going to cause a major big hassle in her relationship or their marriages if she chooses to get married again. And then the partner will not understand why she's always like that because she cannot let go of her past.
Correct. No, correct.
She did it. Some people, when they go through traumatic events and answer bad past experiences now, some people they don't allow themselves to fully heal. So healing is a process. You cannot do it overnight. Some people will need years and years before they heal. But we'll be I'm not going to stay single for my ex-husband or my ex-wife to say I'm single. Into by force, by heart, not in one relationship. Meanwhile, they're not even ready to do that extra step, that next step.
No,
right? But this I say, some of us live our life based on what society and community expect us to go about it.
No, correct.
If I say Bushia 40 as some way say try some some necessity worry.
And that is where I wanted you to go because once our topic we minim say ekunu ene yire ne sister sem. And I think that the next video will talk about rape. Mm-hmm. It is a very sensitive subject for me personally to talk about, but I'll tell you why. But me kasa same way to bring what I want you to talk about next, and that is a busuamu kataso muamuaso issue, And the reason why I'm saying this and it's a rape kusem na me beken, but ye beken no ho asem, but I'm bringing this in, chipping this in, and then letting you go deep into sa because a hopa na me pesa o hitie no. And it's imagine say obi wo ho ane maame free mu. Ni maame free mu no sha 4 years, 6 years. And omo maame free mu. Omo maame free mu no. And ne younger sister, omo maame ne younger sister, na chese omo aunt. Sit ketwa.
Yeah.
Ono nso te na ware ho awo ne mase mienu semiensa. Osi girls omo nyina ye girls nti wo de 4-year-old ne 6-year-old no. Some nso me o girls wo fie nti. Ene omo papa ne ma saa mienu no emeka ne de no ho. Enti papa no onim so se ne yiri ewu nti ne yiri nua ba ketwa peso so di mu kakra. Eno ene nkola no omo school fees bibia chese the kids went to omo auntie fie not lacking anything omo school fees ni omo di bedidi bi santo bi kwa ma fie ho se ne ma bedidi omo auntie fie eno omo koye no school fees ne ye gifie omo nsem school uniform ye de maame no ne ma no ena 6-year-old ne 4-year-old na omo maame ewu eja omo ho ne ye de banchi eso omo so omo nkodwam omo nkodi omo ton banchi na ye de ama omo so omo nkoton no yakan ena egu ayimu egu bowl mu ne de amount yɛn fa nse banchi 10 ɛne de aso wo a baako bi ayɛ 1 cedi nti expect sɛ wo ton 10 ne nyinaa wo de 10 cedis na bɛbɛ fie, right? Na musuo nkan na fa 9 cedis and 99 pesos bra ɛnyɛ 10 cedis yɛ yam na koyirawa.
Yeah, shahi.
De aso mo nantem. That is their punishment. Ye brim womo de agu so. Now this is where they set modern sem na making. The worst part of the whole thing is omo aunt na omo ten nchen na say me catch us wo kunu ne ma, right? Enkola ne ye adwuma fi anopa na onum ne fa kosi anadwo 5 a.m. to 12 midnight because omo kwa dey school, ma me ne ma na ko school. Omo pra, omo siesie fie, omo de banchi kwa echima ebe fie konsuo ye bibia wo fie ho. For 3 years this thing happened. Okay.
Oh, Sister Angelina. You come for
Papa no sorry free ne matrimonial bed so at 12 midnight. Ne yire and the sister nya ne baby ko ma mienu 6 and 4 years so mo da carpet so was sitting room. Papa no sebi mpred dia san ho na papa no ko brem ne niema. No this 6-year-old ni wi a no edi 4-year-old no so ato aso. This happened every single night for 3 years. 4-year-old no wewu, 6-year-old no de otiase. But dysfunctional and near mass 6-year-old no afemu abesi nei. Ese weni nse o kachire.
I mean,
these are people I knew. And yes, yes, in China. These are people I know.
Traumatized. Like she is going to need a lot of counseling. I mean, like sometimes there are some traumatic events now. It don't matter how many counseling you get. Once you are damaged, you are damaged. She would not be able to have like, like a normal life because that man took her innocence away from her. Not only that, he continuously destroyed her emotionally and psychologically. I mean, when it comes to molestation, that's something like, I will put on like most of the family members. Ebusiafoni bebre omunim say sani pasumesi or ye rapers or ye molester or ye pedophile. But esa asi yempese ebusia enimbegu asintino. Ye beye katasumu mo aso sani asisa brother bia wakano. We're not going to say anything. And then we're going to allow it to happen. Esa asa on fan kwa abontin waguye ni mase. Within the house. I mean to say, my gosh, how wicked can you be? A 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. That age, not to say a person will bear my sorry. So we yiri etonga nka and kulankitin kitty way bonnet bear no my such an innocent children. And they don't. The worst part is that they don't even have anyone to protect them. Because I'm sure say, well, no, bear my name na or you're okay because we have some Ghanaian women na ni kuni na name funny. The war penny so penny ba. One way we once someone funny. Into the bear money baby. I mean, this man needs to be arrested. This man needs to be put in jail forever. I mean, like, that's not acceptable. By your crew, we enable, some of us enable certain behavior because we say, Adia miensa, and a way mema, hanging, mubebre, giving excuses, reasons, and blaming game. Those are the three. And then when you go to the other side in that comparison, unnecessary competition, lies, manipulations, like, and on and on. I mean, my gosh. Senka nipewu enanka ne samai etimi protecting a ma.
How?
And kebabwa will be as a
How?
because
How?
can you imagine say in some phone in some tantan this sickness, twisted mindset. Nanka wo be dame basu na me di me samai afi wasun say time.
Hanyai.
When you beba ho so no ani ba akwa afira. Nanka ochina bi bi mu besa akwa. The next time I beba no, your other eye is going to go blind. Nanka bibi sa o ho anka nyankopon ka meda wasin ka beboa pa. But unfortunately, no, a jankama, they always go through hardship, mistreatment, misuse, overuse, overwhelmed. But it's a bakwa minim say a janka babia ni one ma minim no. Wakwa waria say near Janeda. Because omuni ma dear ye, omuni strong, Omo man so mbeba akohie omo nkohie nipa anyame adom omo ena nipa ne nso pe no to the extreme unti no yesi uye obi die yi a ena odi ebeye yi e wo mu se wanfa nkwala na anko school enso ma na odi omo ko school no wo be hu ma benyi no na omo life aye basa won da bia de be hie fie menfo because say it's acceptable. Most of us, we learn to accept things. Some things are just normal. We make it normal. We enable things, and then you have the double standards. And now or chanu hurikwaha. To say me fan say be be a rape ni yire. Na ni yire akọ report wa. Society be tiabo ba ne sa so ba na anya de. And our then na wukun rape. Na any bi wo ho no ma me pamucho wo omuni mudie enkurasidie na omudi onim so abeda so na pam no watu na ode na ni akire ban obema bi wo ho no ma oba ne wabre no wa pini na to ho no no wadidie wo pe oyenso a won ma oba ne ho ma
David
so ahu enti no yekuromufo no ebi mu de o ma ka akire inkurasi ni o ma ne da so wo mu yempe no kre obi ka no kre na ne ho aye hi enti no most times no sa abusuafo a asemba munim se enye ne kwan so no enso ye be ya setena ho saa esan se so ba de owo na wuni ku a enye anuonyam enti na enye anuonyam. Being a single mother, most single parents, they are able to make decisions on them for their children, for themselves, and they succeed in life because omo mani o majapade obi a ma metete omo. So now we are bema panito ofui be say not 4 years old and 6 year old not woni omo da not wo sesu bema ne den. You shouldn't be treating as a human. Na me said the biame come see a bedroom baby no Ghana ma'am oba and a beba president. No ba president. Mo ma'am na mo ye rapists no pedophiles any molesters no mon famo humra. E be twa you rough. E be yi mo fu amumma. Baby amunya mo feelings free no. Unya bi. Enu na mu behu enti na me no and sometimes no tin sem bia some countries uko repu oba betwa wa de na kne ye be de na ade repu no
okre
so de wo be ma e na repu abaka so do nsa de wo kan ya na etwa firi ho ochena biem senka sa de no nka Ghana fo mema omudi sansem hu ne ye omu bia anko bi abegya sa ensam phone no
no correct
they wouldn't do it enti sister na sema ye ken ebetimi abase na busuafo ankasa besa dane omo ho so onfa ni nia no de wo ye nche no because say ni nia ni sha it say na adwin mu no eden ni den no ntena be ma ne ho sa na ami it say be ma wo do ho akoka me sister na nia wo mpemi bie mu enya de a me betena wo ho chese me nkasa me ntena wo me nkasa me tena wo ho Na masama wo to say your friend is saying just to have you continue to go and sleep with her. There be to say emotional torture. I cannot handle that because oba no ye nipa ete say wo be ma na so ho enti no to say it's very unfortunate and it's very sad to say wa wunua ope wuye mu na wo ba ya akatua a wo de ma no wa ma nkoso ene anije ama na wa refie wo de o haw ni atete ene awerefo ena abeja wo sister enti wo da ho no ma wo da utimi so I mean to say this man, he's not worthy for the wife's love.
You're correct.
Obano, or da woman be man, a betting and needs to say 10. So what's not bear man in who? All I can say is say, I don't know any decision. Me can't buy worry for say few worry I say. But I say what's not and I was access to myself. It's now woman, a boa na say emwa. Say a boa. By all means, but say wow, and I say emfa asumdue emma any to who for advise yourself. I know someone nikun ekotwe mpra we de enye ono ani nua abonten ani kun kotwe mpra wa abonten woni nikun ni kasa atiatia enye ntoboase mu bema no any oba no ne kofaye no ewo baako. The first was here, it was an accident. Yehu yanse mienu miensa enayaba. Enti I guess all four of them no accident.
Yeah.
Da maame no ni nyina no tena ho. De o ma ne tena ho ne say ejapade a ni kun na ye no. Was say on tena ho no oba foforo emme woman ni kun no magye ejapade nti esan say ejapade ni nti no wotena aware no ho ba aware no otena ho no na oni adwendwen mu ahoto odwendwen saa no benya minor stroke onya minor stroke no ne kasa so obeka se ani dabi no oni muka. She has to learn to say ani dabi obia wako ni school papa bi.
So what was the point?
Kasa no ntimi nkasa eso sua kasa o san sua kasa enti no yakoba ne say oba afie no na enyo oni ni kun na dabiem because na ontimi nso nante but eduru anadwo a ote se ni kun aspark ne car na ni kun aspark no nim se ni kun na ekọ ne mpana ne ho enti eno nso no ye na dwendwen a na odi wuye owuye no emre bebre abesen up to date oba na obetale aware no say woda so tale aware no ho dendenden wo a wo ware ye na wo say o ma kwan no maji wachi apade no say 6 feet under asase na se na wo hye no ehọ no na wo ba beko ejapade ama wo ma na ye ma ni bi no esi etu ye hofu se wuti aware fun tantan ho aware a emfa nkoso mrel emfa ni je mrel aware a wuti ho a wanu ho se aware no wakwa tena sa aware no aware a wuti ho be mentimi mua wo kwan bia so wa na hwe wo ho no wasa aboa wo kwan bebre so aware a wuti ho a kire se enkoso bi emem not by force by heart because of society. Se ka wahye wonsa anase wanya obidin ato wudin so ne be from Mrs. Nti. Na would so ti aware no ho. Aware a verbal abuse, aware a physical abuse. Any type of abuse, financial abuse, identity abuse, all form of abuse. Ewom na woda so tim se se oba Ghana fo na omo se bebre se oba ni onyam ni aware. How? Into pa che se me nware ya me ni onyam. Na nye na mba wi ase be ye den. We are our own people, our own person. What everything we do, no, it becomes us.
No, correct.
Unti say what we are say. Now we allow nipa wone ne te honom. On treat you in any way you want. Esan say we nyam isumunti. Esan say umpe ntokwa. Esan say umpe animguase. Esan say wunimu kasa. Ade a ye nim ni yesua. Se wo ye ohun say minim anasa me penisa. Wabrabo unhu nani so ye. We have to learn to advocate for ourselves.
Correct.
We have to learn to fix our own problems. Edienti ene ba ya be men when timi antwi break no de ne be ma ko share me sister ya ase. Edienti ena me sister ma ne ho kwan. Busa ho sa questions no. Edi asam wona makono ben kwa na wo mi kun ho anasa me sister ho. Ne ma ne ba sa. She was not betrayed by one person that she cares for, two people that she cares for. Nipa mienu a yese omutimi e protecting no. No mu bua no. Omu support no. Sa nipa mienu na betrayal no. Enti so ochina bi wonyi ni nua bi ni. Anasa ni kun anasa be mo ne wo ho no ma. Obi be feel say sister e die ne hwimu born. Die wakom.
Correct.
We shouldn't talk about people when we don't know where the person is coming from. Some of us, we have the strength to deal with bullshit after bullshit. Some of us, we have the strength to deal with any situation without us breaking. Some of us, we have the ability to express our emotions, to tell people what we think of them, and to also brush people off. Some of us, we will give you hell if you bring hell. But
correct.
And you bet me handle certain challenges.
Correct.
When we are and as from outside, we look like we can handle anything, but we could be fragile inside. Being able to express your emotions and feelings productively, it takes balls. And my kita balls, but we have balls, most of us. We can withstand anything. Emotionally, psychologically, physically, we can take on anything. Because it's here or back or what or baby to me ko what to me ye ni kun say wo when wa mama ye say me ma won fa me biom say ni say di obe hu ana second child eba na die didi so ye mema ni bi wo ho no ma omo ye so selfish, self-centered. This husband, he's a self-centered and a selfish man. He doesn't think for nobody but himself. If he insists, sister no on another, baby no, he will go outside from there. Obey you or non sweaty baby.
No, correct.
No, a better no crampono. Or answer one kai netino. Now you're too late.
Correct.
Mojafra the ebane saying. Ena enua utimi emma ho kwan na saa de neba ebetimi aba say be ma no na share saa de na say ebetimi aba so oba no who knows. The only two people that can tell us It's the two of them. But there's no way you're going to get to the bottom of it, because whoever blame you on this one will blame it on the other one. And then the family is going to decide, say, Ebia akra no na ya akra bone. Panyin ni akra nya asem a yebu akra ne for.
No correct.
Yeah. Your society, no, that's what we allow. That's what we enable. Enti no, ebekọ so sa. Enti ma yes, ye share who do you share who so. Sister Kunjo, how can you find your sister's husband attractive? Sexually attractive. Oh my goodness gracious. Into what say one my dear and share one. Happy pain and share one. Anything goes. We need just when you put what's how can you make it's answer man. I'm sure it's man not promising the baby. Ain't your phone. To sleep with your sister's husband and then to get pregnant. That is shameful and a disgrace all around. And you know, yes, sister Nadia, she has a lot in her hands. I mean, to say sometimes, you know, tell me earlier, no, when you can never forget and forgive. Because it may no just you will never be a family to me. To me, in my eyes, you will be dead. So I want to channel because the would I me. The other sister. If someone does that to you now, say nipan will come and want you twice. They will not think twice.
Yeah, the worst possible form of your friend is saying so will be a let you down where betrayal. The worst form of betrayal, partner, sister, or the
Sister Angelina Barnes said marriage doesn't mean lose yourself. Any Ghana for baby man, lose yourself. They don't have an identity. And Sister Doris Franklin said, follow society and die foolishly. I love your foolishly, because you see that so many of us run foolish race. Sister Gina Buama, was it things happen? We normally hear of these stories, but then when you hear it again, it sends chills on you again. It's absurd thinking or imagining it. Sister, I'm telling you, and some people have what else? Oh, I did read the meaning say AC da. But sometimes it depends.
No correct.
Because mommy phobia or one ma or mama send you almost tin one to tell us sister cool, but what it will say shia bear ma worry. That's a baby one in some not or be power penny be. But no nim say what you could do on one sister. Ain't ya soon a titty or mama like that. Almost ma actually bonnet. Now correct ya man casa.
Correct, no correct.
Sister Yoko Godwin said anything internal shouldn't matter to your happiness. I will own who you are and accept you with pride. Amen to that. Stop seeking validation from people who are incapable of doing that. You must be yourself. Balance with your emotional needs. Like, who are you talking to, sister? Society now, majority of our people, especially women's side, because our baby to me, baby, and I know say, to say, it's a wukun chiti or swa. So we are now where too. Now we are now where too, because one year baby will fear the man a carbon thing. Who born? That
is just rubbish.
Then yeah, Prof. Abambe can see who born dog. One a walk na mine. And one can ask them we actually say, me kwa abontin, and your bar for fraquada. Into a bar, minya na well too. No kwa abontin when no nimni fear quine. What rubbish and nonsense is that? Maybe move boy and semu mano. Say ya didi man man so. Yeah, catch on say, oh, the okoba, oh, me the becho. Womba koswa yesa. Womba koswa yesa. Me no, I don't support cheaters so because cheating is a choice. Yeah,
It is.
yeah,
It is.
choice. People, men choose to cheat because they say, "Man, no what cheat with." Yeah, man, I be a mom who can, and na bema and in that. Ain't you know? Say, "Yeah, man, be no so cheap." No more do woman. Saa shower for men man. Ombeko so aye ni omo beye because onim se okwa. Yes, na ku titi kro kokokwa oba ofie. Omfa ni hu fin san fanko.
Exactly.
We create our programs.
No correct.
Nyaminti media channel. One nyaminti dia channel. Na nyaminti the adwene to yetirim se yemfanya den.
Aho.
Was say adwene odi ato yetirim no. Sister, ayi sika. Ye mema ni bi wo ho no ma. Adwene na eda ne tirim bi onim ni se okoyi ne nan. Okodwunso. Eduru se ese wodwen na wode ne bema na edwen. Inti se bema we say wa ware na you in big trouble. Your life is not going to develop. Baby out in a one betna. There be na odi areku wo mu. Esa se bema no onu kro bu oni ma. Obema bi timiti na no ka se ho ameyere. Oh meyere de emetimi aye bibia nso no. Oni baby akọ. Hey. Ebi mu aya no mo was. So a lot remember be brain pet independent women.
Yeah, that's true.
So onim say oba oye hard worker. Onu adwen na adwen. Na wuntimi suppress no. Ye mema be brain pet because openie obetimi a mystery to the obeka say you know I can yes amasa. Sama ni bi no ope oba obetena fie housewife onye hwe. Ebi wo hokra duru say wo panties kura wo hia new panties ya. Obeka acho say wo hia new panties he fa na wo ko sa be ya kisu say wanyampna. Enti no opa na ode ma on pa on fa ma.
Crazy.
Oba de menka say like you know you were independent women are so aggressive, like they don't have any respect for omo. I'm not talking about those women. I'm talking about women who are independent, supportive, and humble. Say onipa say who was through obi now will look down on somebody now. You have to know say you don't know the future.
No correct.
Anything can change tomorrow or a day after tomorrow or weeks from now, months from now, or years from now. I don't look down on people because this person is not on my level. And I don't bring myself to other people's level. People who insult and do things, I will educate you. I'm not going to insult you. But as someone I can't no, it may take you a couple days and son I'll be doing sister why you hear me pal. By the time you realize, I'm no longer live for you to come. But it's a me banner so to me baby. I will also educate you again. Because nipa omadrin esha. Na omuni musenie omu debate anase oka asem no wopim no wonya bibi enka esan say nimguase enti no de ayeye. They have limited mindset.
Okay.
Bisaye ye no oni bibia bi mu a wode beba. Enti se mani gu ase nko a de na emeye your rough. Ena yemu bebrensu yehu so bi ye obi a ne yesre. How we express our emotions. Put a post on your wall and write something up. You're going to have some people feeling sad. They coming from their inner feelings, where their mood is. Obi be like. Ebi adie na watchro no. The likeness should not come over there. But they're looking at it from a different perspective. Obi be love. Obi sad and Becca say, now dear we say I love we they say not as idea no or per se any the say. the person is showing love. It's say they're sending positive energy to the person who posted that. Instead, some bemane diara or sending some love, some other energy. Obi beye care, right? Nipa no, the level of care from love, no, it goes into care. So someone who say, "Oh, I'm feeling you right now," you know. Obi to me, I show angry. I mean, maybe on social media, I have never shown angry face, even if people are being negative and being just pure evil and showing some madness. No, I don't show angry face. The reason being, they said, why am I showing angry face when I can use my words to educate? I can use my words to express myself. I mean, like, why do you show angry face? If someone is speaking and you don't understand it or you don't like the way the person is speaking, use your words. Let the person know what you're feeling instead of showing angry face. Why are you showing angry face? I mean, are you that like to that level? You temtem and angry face. Nipa nakuma oni akuma and also angry face. You know, I just don't know. Like anger there is something that is one letter away from danger.
Correct.
Baby, I went through and yet, but you continue to. I guess a walk kaka. Now you say, baby, I will pay. Ufri bi person na wusani akọ from ntia say we slow down. No I say tie jane so. Edru nente. Ufru say wusani akọ from now we tie jane so no. We speed no say na beko. You triple the speed.
Correct.
And you know to say sometimes no be wo no ma or use emojis without thinking the effect is going to have on other people because you know we don't think the same, right? So we'll be posting the natural reaction is sadness, right? But who are the people who are giving the person supportive to not be sad? That will be the people who put like, love, and care because they're letting them know, say, even though you have gone through this, you know, we are with you. But because it's not in words, you know, somebody is going to be like, you know, look at this dumb.
And then and I say, oh yeah, I get it.
Because it is a by force. So, and you know, sometimes, and I think that we react to things based on what society is looking from us. And you know, to say like sometimes, you know, when I see posts now, I don't show any emojis, but I can make a comment and put laughing or like, you know, the sad face or put a lot of love or like a lot of caring in there because I know that I have expressed myself. How people, you know, so be back. Even though no post no mean put to any emotion, they can read my comment and know where I'm coming from.
Exactly.
You know, so I think that the best productive way for us to understand most of us or to try to see where we're coming from, no, we need to learn to use our words more. As we have to speak, we have to express ourselves. So what I'm feeling, you know, Sister Asika, I can't expect you to feel the same.
No.
Sometimes I'm so happy. My happiness could be your excitement or you are being joyful. So all those are positive feelings. They are on different levels.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't expect me to like something that you like. I may like different things. And by a no, by force, by heart. If me nipa so mesi asema, so nso pe na asem. Se me nipa so mesi nkasa, so nso ne ne aka. Na I mean, no, nyansa be ni wo.
Correct.
Because you say wo ni nipa ne nkasa, it has nothing to do with me. So no most times yes nipa ntena yes minim say bia some of you are more hwen and enwure awia wo me ha ekwa enwure na mo nso mo ho no ade asa ebi mo nso ho ade ache ebi mo ya ahomache me buy ye buy life my sitting position was different. But as time went on, I changed my position. Meaning, so most of you did catch on now. The way I was sitting, and then the sun hit my eyes, so I was feeling uncomfortable. But I have to kind of change my position a little bit. So right now, I'm not sitting straight. I'm sitting sideways. Sometimes, if you are very observant now, obi kasa, the no cry walker. Any intra word, you can tell by the person's facial expression, how the person move their hands around, the sitting position, the posture of the person's body. So, ain't to say when it comes to psychologists now, they use some of these invincible things to analyze people because obi wo honoma or a pathological liar. They believe their own lies. Into a fool so obi an obetimi acha ntra no, but enye obi an obetimi acha ntra into no. It is America as obi wo honoma okodi ewu a wo say na oye insane. Omo be evaluate na ye there is no insanity anywhere. A tracing the needs and no power or koyesa, but I am not supposed said they can fool some professionals. And say be a who psychologist or no or you'll be a one pair before someone that's a nipo or koye you fit out bet me a catch and so to me standing for trial. As I say, or yeah, phone to the back or to psychiatric hospital. And so nani panel only yare. As I say, or full say nipa tuntum na waku no nipa tuntum hu hia. Enti no depend baby a ubaba ko drew and I said baby I want sometimes idea see if you but when it comes to our emotional and psychological needs now and teacher we have to be very mindful. Say bibi how learn to talk. Sister Aisha Ankra be earlier, and I think say we have so much comments coming through, and me and reading our comments, and we apologize for that. Sometimes talking and reading at the same time, it's a bit much. Okay, I said talking is therapy. It's very true because sometimes we they just want you to give them a listening ear. For them to just venting, I feel so only passionate your cassette too much. But the more you talk, you get things out because when you put things inside now, it may be to me bodam ni fee, and so they will know about them. It's not said bear man, bear man we one wareno, and man most of them they go through some hardship also because the men maybe to me no muja and men maybe to me the be school no mood we almost say level in your hoba and men some of them yeah sorry because friend of Ghana we need to enter your friend this time. And to say most of the time ayana ye moving we don't think far ahead. So but to say a man most of the time no wedding is sika why ni sa either so obey your bonny or bema well and I say they will put you through hell. And your memory but they be one time social media me who see still obey sister be fair be my no so what drew baby in pempenso and will catch a bear man say bear man in class no the next day no yi and in Ghana crony so honum baby no bian so enfant to man kokata no the crow move for idea back what we lack of ne said see who say ye young kuba nipa saa no, you don't approach them from the front because esan say the obi di aye no no obetimi di ahomtie epra enti no wo frantoma na wo akataso a wo frantoma no from akataso from behind them na wo di akata omanim emma ye no for eni span say egu ntu di bo ne bonus so na wasi ni po we akire nti okasa wo yi kurampo na wo ntimi enyi na maboa mafrɛ support and just say yes omo de no psychiatric ward but Ghana for no ye ma ni bebre me ma ni bebre ye hu bibi sa ni e record it
afa ni ekogina ho akohwe akotwitwade abeto Facebook so
because we have to know, we have to be more empathized, right? Show compassion, even though no ade anipa ne ye no anye ni ye but aya na enuoma bi wo honom a eni kwanse ye so bibi say no e better platform so a the only thing you can do to be supportive and I say yeah, we be delete.
No correct.
You don't share stuff like that. So ebia to say who person wo boa wo kwan bi so a at least find out where the post coming from and in webinar the beboa but say ye mu bi no ye ntimi and filter things ye hu ade bi a it's like so shockingly like oh you have to see this. I mean like tama asofi mu bi a isa omo prophesize num ne ho nkro ne baby mu di omo
Kagari
ebi mu di omo nan wo apemfo ye mu nyine na me nanfofo bi share bre me frɛ wo mu nyina maako wa akire say I don't want those stuff omo share they shouldn't tag me. I don't want to be tagged in such videos. And you know, to say normally me who frame. Maybe I mean who say I've been tagged in something that is not educative now. Eduania midi ne ebesha educative. Go ahead, honey. Educate. Go ahead. In Koleoma who say me what life me makoto me popcorn with caramel. Popcorn with sauce, sweet popcorn. And then I begina her, and the abbey me so bet me afa. Send me a program to me cassette.
To make I said no.
I'm a ton 9 ain't marry back one pay. And we have a fabac we are in Tiakaba, Kuntinam to your mom fast and coming car back or I'll make out say no.
Oh, Sister John, you're so funny. By a person who summarizing our point, and before you do that, I just want you to give a few pointers to girl, no, because Mami no tina warrior who no, she doesn't know what to do with herself. I mean, she needs psychiatric help with no. But beyond that, no. I know say your place say ultimately no you be decide no Ghana for that's another thing. Some people want you to tell them, prescribe to them what they should do. Koko ja ukunu and koko ja yere. If you ba same ria ni abeka say na say me ba sika educate so na draw dosi me nkwana me nko ja me kuna na say me nko ja me yere. Ha ye nya sa wo wo na ate wa ware.
Oh, that I mean, to say when I wow to our home and you go through into
exactly.
If you're enjoying it, now enjoy. If you're not enjoying it, now seek help. I know since Doris, I can't think I say good it also for some time, but me and can say some also says because of the case I forgive. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Oh, I'm enjoying my single. Me and it's so very true to say your crew for epe and quality. They see when they say what say our rebonimu na say mo ma na enkwala no wo expose so to our rebonning in sa toxic unhealthy environment na enkwala no enyi a enuoma a omo hu because enkwala omo hia omo maame no mo mawofo no ne mpanyifo e behavior enti wo ma no wo ka sa wo ma ni nti wo betena aware bone ho a wo man na wo how. It's not say I won't for any make decision. And Kolani ye musom with the omo penny near omumpe. Sometimes I mean to so being say Jaya warrior. Our Jaya ba na say our rear and koya. The entire wano, they say, ye bet na se ni yakasa. Ni yakasa, ye bet me I figure out to say baby our rear dui. Ye bet me amend our rear no, and I say we have to dissolve this marriage just for the best of our children, the growth, development of both of us. Maybe no, we rush into this marriage, and I say maybe no, we were not meant to be. But Esan say and pension intent be rushing into something no, and I'm an abasa because I know why me to me and fancho. So yentimi nkasa saa. Enti no, enti kasasua no esi etimi sua kasa de no kasa pa no esi effective communication. Ehia we abrabo mpa waware won ware we maame to say we adwuma you have to communicate with somebody. If you are a customer service person you deal with different behaviors, different attitude, different characteristics. Enti no Miss sister no to say senior sister Doris Ekano men can say me menti. It's answer woman they haven't decided for you.
Exactly.
You adult. As an adult, no, as a mother, mommy phone yetakasa, you have to make the best decision to protect your children well-being, their future. Because me mama woman, I don't want my children to have to go into abusive relationship or become the abuser because say at my marital home no I allow that to happen in my marital home. I allow my husband to speak to me anyhow that they want.
Correct.
And you know, mommy phone bi no essay omwa esa say awari ote ho no emwa no but financially no they're not financially stable. Mommy phone bi no omu use mma as a means to stay in a broken marriage. Esa say ojaya wari a wontimi nhwe ne ho. Na di ope japade ba wonim so oka se japade beka so ye house. Nti se meka se me menti a eno no Ghana for ye nyina benya ntiase obi ka che say esa se wo menti so otena aware ne ho saa. Why? Nti no say my boy ho modern you welcome sister Doris. Nti no asama ya beka na nyina de atwa to onum ne ayi advice bi a make you ka.
Yes.
Yes. Who knew be an answer than for be sister and so they made me a catcher no say. We are see your way. Ye walk. We only have one life to live. Ya bra bono eye baako pe. And next sebi. Maba sister sika programs to amabekasa. Na nyame mpemgu medana man sorry a I can never come back.
No.
There is no second chances for me to come back and rise from the dead. I will be
Jesus. We are Jesus.
I know, right? The only thing mubetimi die hu me na mode akai me any programmer meye videos amaya to social media.
Correct.
So be a opem asam dom asam edomino. Obetimi akohwe any of my videos and access sister sika videos ama mabaso as a guest just to know say oh sister we say any so we free mu no. Obi wo hono we ka say ntidi en me okay. We show our emotion differently. Enti se yewu a yentimi ensamba. Obi wo hwa yesu owu a ne asan wo. Yewu a you will not remember this life. The life you have no, you will never remember it. Enti no se wiase oba wote aware ase. Mamu ma yemfa aware enye ye heaven. Se wuti okunpa ho anasa oyire pa ho a the goal for it ne say mube build each other up. Mube encourage each other. You will laugh together. Tease each other. Support each other. Educate each other. Learn effective communication. Kasapa any kasade. Sweet talks. Sweet talks, you know. Enya niya wudi be da wo ho kafo. Ya wudi be kan sem de egu ni tirimu a ni tirimu be ye ne de. No no nye sua bi aka akiro. Ye be ya se si ye be jeni. Ni ye tina afundwie mu. Ya me ya se eye se obema anasa wo ba onu nya anije na baako edi awerɛhoɔ. Enye ne saaso a Nyankopɔn de adwen ato yetiri mu sɛ even sɛ wonya asɛm na sɛ wode ede wode enye da ɛyɛ sɛ wutimi dadwen ho sɛ asɛm yi a abai sɛ migyae neka ɛbɛboa me na manya nkosoɔ anasɛ saa asɛm wei sɛ deɛ emmoa me emma me nkɔ baabia.
Absolutely.
Meba edru empempensu bi na wote se bibi say na kɔɔso a how would my child feel? Ba maame enye ye place say ye be say omo papa akyerɛ omo. Ma wo ba ni nyi no no amfa nani hu. Even se ne papa na ye obone se den krampo na maame men say wo ex anase wo kun anase wo ba papa enkyerɛ wo ba because ebedrum pempen so baby no wo ba no obekɔ against you through the words you taught him or her. Se wo pɛ wo die yi a right yesi you will be die yi. Ɛna se wo pɛ anigye nkoso a don't speak ill of another person. Se nipa na your bone kura ma bone mpim baby a esi ye na. But so too hufo na wanigye baby a opese edru. Se wo pɛ wobɛtena ho saa because wugya aware e beka se na okɔware a ankoye. Me no I don't really focus on society. And I focus on me. Everything I do, no. And yes, I am a bravo shase. Enfiti ase no. Na me feel say me wo nyansa bi mro so. Say na me ni do so krampo si nyansa no. Yeah. Me worry for me kun. Ayi ti say argument. Wakana maka. Obeka mi yunu na me de aduedu. Hwan? Ubo me so emmo. But edru baby ni me hu say enya ade asade ne beboa me. Onye. I work on myself. I take care of myself. I develop love for myself.
Correct.
Because you say me worry na me feel say mi ku asade say o ma manage.
No, correct.
And no I feel say my asade say me ma manage. But the true baby ni yenye hu say I am not here to make my husband happy. I need to make me happy. Me ti se manage a se anije na amenya no naturally no ebe transfer akọ me ho.
Correct. Yes.
It is a wo ye ho adwuma e na wo beti enuoma bi ase. Esa ase se da bia wote wonum na wo expect say obi na be mo wani age. Obi na say or solve problems ma. Obi na say or ka obi na say o ma wo sesa. Wuntimi nsesa wo ho kafo.
Correct.
Onu afan tu ni tirim so obesesa wuntimi nsesa no.
Okay.
Sister any kuno, ni say why na adwin say wo betwi break say we tie agya so okoso tie agya so enti say aware we say eno na apɛ wo fo say bɛboa wa eno ne de ɛyɛ ɔno anasɛm wontu ne hofo na wɔmfa ɛkwan bi so obesua enneɔma bi a obetimi use ne words because sɛ obi yɛ wade na enko yie na ɛnyɛ wo da ɛne nipa ne nkasa sɛ nipa we can positively influence someone in a positive way or in a negative forum depending how wo ne nipa no ɛbɛkasa. Ɛnyɛ by force sɛ ɔbaa wotena w'awareɛ ho ɛsiane sɛ wo ne nipa no awo so ho sɛ wuwu kɔ a bɛrima no ɔnka so wawu akɔ enti no ɔbɛtena hɔ adi awerɛho kɔpem sɛ ɔno nso bɛwu atoa wɔ asamado. Live their life. Enti no you have to figure out to say wopɛ kwa tenten anaasɛ kwa tietia. Say sometimes you have to relocate. Who New York or Connecticut anaasɛ New Jersey anaasɛ Florida near you have to just start over. Ghana for bebree you need how to start over. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Nothing is easy in life. It's difficult. And it's not going to be easy. I mean, but it's so if she wants to cry, let her cry. You want to yell, yell, scream, scream, curse, curse. But at the end of the day, you have to pause and figure out what is best for you. You have to think for your personal, your mental stability, your physical appearance, your physical means. To say, are you prepared for all these things that's happening, all these struggles and challenges, all this pain? Because this will be a born, we can see a mark, but to say, and you may go through it's invincible. Nobody can speak. If you don't speak it now, no one will know what is going on. Our sister can get counseling. Going to see a counselor doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Sometimes you just need someone to listen to you and help you how to come out from everything that has happened, because this is just simply a shame. It's absurd, it's really, really, really disturbing to have a family member come and cause this type of, problems in your marital home. And yes, sister, I'm sorry that she has to deal with something like this. But I'm hoping by God's grace, she will have the strength, the capability to be able to pull through this and heal from it and take care of her personal needs, her mental needs, her psychological needs. Because right now, the husband and the sister's problem should not be her problem. She shouldn't even be focusing on them. She should focus on herself,
exactly,
and the well-being of her child, because she needs to pull her strength, her support system from somewhere. Even if she has to isolate herself from the family and everyone just to fully be able to figure things out. And Sakura Mpuno Wamabusiani bi abema, but our fool says she will need she can trust that person to vent and do things, ask for advice, and she can do that. But to say so you obejaya warrior obetna na warrior who and also obejaya warrior, she needs to really think carefully to make sure that our decision making, it will not bring her to her early grave.
Correct.
Yeah, meeting I can't know.
Abusia, you guys, you've heard this. Sister Santuasu about late, but she said it's very difficult and it's very painful and sad. Emotions have been hurt.
Most definitely.
How can you sleep with your own sister-in-law. I can't think fast. I same way there. I'm not sure say I'm ever going to recover from it. But Madam Inuaba said she has given us some big insights into what she thinks about same way, you know. Yeah, I mean, Sister Joe O'Donnell. The reason why I love having her on the show and on this platform is that Otutu bombs, Otutu big bombs. Oh no, as someone will be the 10 years back count the 5 seconds back count. That is why I love her. Another reason, Susone said, she speaks the truth or her truth. The very first time I opened up a platform is Ukansembi, and it's left an indelible impression on me, and that is that who said Ghana for normally no you're back social media now. Everybody wants to have this picture perfect version of themselves. Very few people would tell you something negative about them.
That's right.
To say be first now but it took you time for you guys to work on each other, because some people about pages so if you are Joe that she has it all together and everything.
My bro, I'm enjoying now.
So it takes people like this. Now, one thing that I want people who are watching me to do for me this afternoon, they say, me sister Joe. Some more any contributions or be making you now when near Jehua, Sister Joe, she has a page. And your friend I draw a Mensa page. Go and follow that page and subscribe to that page. Ewo Facebook, ewo YouTube, kwana koshe no na follow ne niema wo ye ni.
Oh, thank you.
Don't just come and sit here and enjoy. What by Sika Educate, what beti there be. If you really love me and you love her, go and follow her page and go and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Me see a friend I draw a Mensa, go and do it right now. If you love me and you love her, go do it. Mu bebe wo ho mu betie na mu follow na mu asiresire amu wi ana mu ko se say ye jai sa ade no mu fa Yesu se mu kra ne magye nkwa na mu nsesa follow and subscribe. Yes.
Sister Nyamisha me dance pa me dance Nyamisha mo.
God bless you guys. And to Sister Jo do.
Yes.
I just love you. Let me know when you have time. You see, next time I ever ban you and I need to talk about that issue. It's something that
would be so wonderful, because I have never been raped, but one of my cousins back home tried to rape me multiple times. So I will have a lot to say about that. I mean, to say, the third time he came, I was sleeping with my cutlass, machete. So, because me katre ni papano, the initial reaction was for me to get flogged. Yeah, I was told to say I can never tell anyone about that interaction, and if I tell anyone, I will regret being born. At the time, I was living with some of my mother's brothers, and one of the brother, his son, trying to rape me. And when I spoke about it, I'm the one who got punished. And then the son heard it. But try second time. Third time, no, or by no, say me the second or saw my tadi na me chase can say or ye bema on san so my tadi on money pinky crown come tadi no mechu channel so I don't know my imagine saying mechu channel me provoke in every way so be so me mo when to me and so moon or done in that was the end of him trying to take advantage of me. And the reason why I say I was conscious of that, say, me mama a nurse. And to me, mama babroche, na me was 10 years old. But me mama, na me was 10 and a half. And to me, mama, extra yen, oba, baby, oba meant me fan in senka, or no for, wotonga, woto, otu na ebobo ho no be mentimi mmia say like be ma beka setna ne na so ni nyina like my mom being a nurse say she was dealing with they been molested about rape she have knowledge of that. Nti me no me ne me sister no ne me nua be ma no me maame provide a lot of resources and information for us and we were aware of certain things, pedophiles, any molesters, how they act. Obi more say oh my to biscuits bro to phenom me say no me no na obi obi chemi sa na menji meka cho said me okay thank you. Ebi wo ha wutimu so say so wo fie na kwam de wa wo yam me yam ne yes akra mesi am full menje enti no te say mpanyifo omo ta cheche nkola nkete ade no o se na me yirenom ne ade na maamefo mo jeje so mo making it easy for those pedophiles and rapers and molesters to have their way with your children like ye nua ba ya 90 days prison Ghana for bebre so mu say ade a wo ye no a form of abuse because ne ba no I the auditor ne ba no say obi anasa ni nua bi na danfo bi sakura ne koto maame ne se maame ne ye butt naked or full say normal enti se nipa ne de ne nsa keka na on react to it because ne maame de ne de akere no enti na think say all that came ne say child protective services they did that to make sure say sad it doesn't happen because maame de ni kwa say odi akosua dompo enu akere wo ba because even though no full say your ba you are you traumatizing your own child and you getting your child to the point say anybody can abuse and molest your child without your child realizing that they're being molested because you open the door.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have to be very mindful.
Correct.
We don't make our own children vulnerable. To me, mommy, she gave us a lot of information, so I thank her for that. If I didn't have that knowledge now, sometimes I think about what could have happened if I didn't have that knowledge now. I would have likely end up being raped in my teenage years. But thanks be to God, it didn't happen. And as I don't media one coming met me about but I was willing to cut his arm first and just cut him up to pieces. I wasn't thinking about the aftermath, but I know the ready see media.
Yeah, God bless you, my darling. We have to talk about that issue, Rebecca who asked them in very big detail. I'm going to say a big thank you to you, sir. Then be a mefre be our opinion now, I am so grateful for that.
Just send me a holler.
Yeah.
And then I'll be available.
Matty. Thank you so much. Hey, some it's look at your hair. I love it.
I am so happy say I'm able to get my hair back because it's natural, but I went back. I couldn't the natural because now Mrs. Kitwa say me bo mitina na perms ni nyina bubu na msi chale say me nunu ma enye ye. Na ni ba me ho so no ma ko relax.
No. Obi anya ni ane ho beto na me nso ma yem pese am di ti we.
You look marvelous. You look marvelous.
And sister, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And you be backdoor conversation. Na ya samba na sa rape sem ya beka.
Na fi. Na mi ja obi a wa me kama se move joining ye bit yen. Sister Sikanyami show.
God bless you.
You bring me honor in your platform. I'm always honored to be here in Kenya. Take care. One love, guys. Take care. Bye, guys.
Enti abusuafo, I hope that muni na mafa valuable lessons afa nkoma yedi ne nei ho. Ya me nua ba yi kan ye mintimi nka bi nsoso biom. It's a very emotionally draining conversation, but I hope that you guys have found a niyama bi a wodi betu ho fo. Any send ya obe dealing with your marriage no wan kasa obe hu kwan a wodi befa so. Inti ene de ye di besi ha. Onyame wonhire obi bia. May your week be fruitful. Aye. It's nyame nhire obi bia. Thank you guys for being here. I love you all. Mwah. Bye bye.
Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real Punto. Sika educate, or don't come up, Rana, yeah, who are true. Sika educate, Unyani, baby, Sika educate. Ain't like you page, you know, I am vibe. One more than go YouTube, subscribe it. Sika educate is the name. All our man source and the camp. Inspiration, motivation. Wapomodern education. Wafranada, when it's here, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Wafranada, Bema, Jai, or don't come or Ekusika deba. Sika educate, yeah, what Facebook, YouTube, and Insta. Sika educate, yeah, Casafa, Abum, our real Punto. Sika